So this is not for the faint-hearted, because today we are talking body hair removal, more specifically body hair removal to wear a bikini. And yes, that does mean what you think it means. We are going to talk about that a little bit, but I think it's really important to kind of talk about all the different ways you can do body hair removal and the different products that are out there. And I'm going to share with you kind of some of my favorites and just some general tips and tricks and that kind of thing. So let's get started. The kind of average places where you would remove body hair to wear a bikini would be, I assume, if you don't want to remove any body hair, that's perfectly fine as well, but if you do, then the average person would do underarms, legs, bikini line. Now when it comes to legs, I only do till my knee because the kind of hairs on the top of my legs are blonde, so I don't ever feel like I need to do that. If you do a full leg, then let me know, and you can kind of do that in whatever method you choose. It's not something that I've ever done, so I can't really comment on the best things to do with that. But legs, underarms and the sides of your bikini line. Now let's get bikini line out of the way first, because that's kind of the most awkward. When you are wearing a bikini, personally I like a full Brazilian wax. I just think it kind of feels a little bit cleaner, and it's just my personal preference. So to do that, I've done a couple of videos on it. I will link them down below, but what I like to do is I like to kind of not leave it till there's a lot of hair going on down there. So I'll do it every 2.5 to 3 weeks rather than kind of doing it once a month, and it kind of becomes a bit more of a mission. And I just really don't like being hairy, so I kind of I'm a bit of a kind of obsessive about it. But what I will usually do is I will wax the sides and the kind of front area with just regular wax strips, because it's just much quicker, because you can get a bigger surface area. And the ones I'm really enjoying at the moment are the Near Argan Oil body wax strips. And what I do with these is I just cut them into half. So I might even have a half in here to show you. Oh no, I haven't. But I will just take a strip and cut it into two. And then that kind of is enough to get the sides of your bikini and kind of just a little all around tidy up at the front. Do whatever design you like. I personally am a fan of the kind of just landing strip. I think that looks the most flattering on most body shapes. But anyway, that's probably really TMI for you. Then if you want to kind of do a little bit of kind of more individual areas, then the smaller wax strips, these are the Near ones as well, they're the facial ones, but these can be good if you want to just kind of tidy up the shape. I quite like these for that. But then for the kind of majority of the underneath part of a bikini wax, and this is very important, because even if you don't like to do a full Brazilian wax and you don't like it and you don't like to remove all your hair, that's fine. But a lot of times when I see girls wearing a bikini, it's always kind of in swimming pools and places like that, but they'll kind of be, you know, jumping around, flailing around in their bikini bottoms, and you can just see a little bit of something kind of at the sides of their bikini bottoms, kind of I can't believe I'm saying this, around the cheek area. And it's just something that kind of you probably should deal with, and the best way to do it is just to wax it off, and it's really quick and really easy. My favorite wax ever is this one. Forgive how disgusting this looks, it's because it's really messy, so I have to keep it like this, otherwise it just goes everywhere. But this is the Gigi Brazilian wax. Looks like that. It's green, it's super messy. I have the spatula in there. It lives in this little bag because it's so messy. But that's around £7 to £9. I buy it on eBay, so if you just type in Gigi Brazilian wax, you will be able to find it on eBay. And it's a hard wax, but what I do, and this is absolute key, is I buy fabric strips. Now you want to make sure that they're fabric, not paper. Fabric works best. And just apply it onto the kind of underneath part when it's kind of quite tacky and a little bit pliable, and then pop one of the strips on and just yank it off. It takes everything off in seconds. It really doesn't hurt anymore. I kind of quite like doing it now in a way. I don't find it painful. I find it very easy, and the satisfaction it gives you afterwards just makes you feel so good. It makes me feel really kind of it makes me just feel kind of sexy again, and like I've kind of got a little bit more sex appeal. I know that's really strange, but when you're wearing a bikini, trust me, that is an important thing to feel. So that's in terms of bikini waxing. If you like shaving and that kind of thing, then that's fine. I personally don't like shaving around my bikini area at all, but I haven't tried this myself because, like I said, I prefer to wax. But the Power Shower Power Cream, sorry, looks like this. They say that this lasts up to 7 days, but what I used to do with hair removal creams is what you could just kind of take the area in which you wanted the hair to stay, and I would just kind of put tissue around that area, and then on everywhere else just smear it on, and you can kind of get rid of the hair, and it works really well. You know, they don't smell very nice, it's not a long lasting result, but to be honest, waxing on me is not a long lasting result. And people always say, oh, when you wax the hair grows back softer. It does, but not down there. Like, it's not something that I think is true, especially if you've got dark hair. But then another little thing I just wanted to mention, I'm not being sponsored by any of these companies, obviously, I just really like them, and this is the Femme Fresh Ultimate Care Deodorant. I know this is a really funny product, but I just think sometimes it makes you feel a little bit fresh, especially if it's like after that time of the month. I like something like this, and yes, I know that's bizarre, I'm talking about this in a video, and I will shut up about talking about pubic hair now. So moving on to other body parts. I'm saying this like it's something really sexy, it's so not. Then underarms, preferred method for me. Shaving. I'm really sensitive under my arms, and everything really hurts. I can't wax under my arms, and I definitely do not like epilating under my arms. I find that super painful, but shaving works fine for me. I'll kind of do it once every 2 days, sometimes every day, depending on what I'm wearing. I do think that it's important to care for that area, so kind of when you use a face scrub, use a little bit of the scrub under your arms, because it helps kind of lighten the area, because when you shave you do get that kind of dark shadow that's not the most attractive, and kind of a little bit of that crease in there that doesn't look super pretty when you're wearing vest tops and that kind of thing. And then in terms of legs, I am an avid epilator usually, but I have just started shaving them lately because I got fed up of not ever having a 100% smooth finish with an epilator, and it was just time consuming, and I got kind of out of the hang of it. But I dabbled between shaving and epilating. I never wax my legs because I can't let them grow long enough to be able to wax them. It's just too it's too difficult for me. But yeah, those are my kind of little tips on hair removal to wear a bikini. If you've got any little tips and tricks, then definitely let me know, and your preferred hair method removals and all that jazz. We're all ladies here, so it's okay, it's a safe environment. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one.